Breaking from overnight, one person is dead after an accident involving a train in Madison. It happened a little before 5 this morning on West Monticello Avenue in Gallatin Pike North. The CSX train was going southbound when it hit a pedestrian on the railroad tracks. Right now, police tell us one person lost his life. CSX is investigating. Just download the News Channel 5 app for updates on this story.
Also breaking overnight, gunfire erupts near a busy sports bar. This happened in Smyrna.
It did. And News Channel 5 Sophie Nielsen-Colding has more on how it happened and how many were injured.
Police got here just shortly after 1 o'clock this morning. They found the victim right over there in the entrance to this parking lot to the Mountain Rushmore Landing. It's a strip mall here in Smyrna, right off of Sam Ridley Parkway West. Police got here. They said they rushed the victim to Stonecrest Medical Center, and that unfortunately is where doctors pronounced that victim dead. As for a gunman, they said that they are working on some leads, working on some information that might help them catch this person, but they're not saying much more than that at this time. Police were at this scene for several hours, just starting to tear it down around 6 o'clock this morning. They've been here just gathering some more evidence, though, and cleaning out this crime scene. A little bit gruesome, as that victim was, as I said, shot and found laying in the parking lot overnight. A couple of people have had to wait to even get into work if they work in this area, because it's all been blocked off. Any more information we have will be on newschannel5.com. In Smyrna, Sophie Nielsen-Colding, News Channel 5.
I-24 is finally back open after a deadly crash near Briley Parkway overnight. That crash involved a big rig that overturned and another vehicle. The semi-driver was killed and another was hurt. THP is investigating. A second bad crash shut down another part of I-24 for hours overnight. This one in Rutherford County happened just before 9:30 near I-840. We're told 3 vehicles were involved and that injuries were reported, but we still haven't heard back from THP yet. Of course, we'll let you know when we learn more.
And we have a new development amid a scandal. The former acting director of the TBI announces he will retire. Jason Locke had been placed on administrative leave as investigators began digging into allegations of an affair with another high-ranking state official on the taxpayer's dime. In a statement on Thursday, Locke did not address the allegations, but said he is cooperating fully with authorities. Yet another candlelight vigil was held for a Nashville teen killed in a senseless shooting. Family and friends remembered 16-year-old Laquan Link last night. Police say Link approached a car on Winchester Drive and was hit at least twice when shots were fired from inside the car. Officials say 18-year-old O'Shea Stewart and 15-year-old Trayvon Palmer, who you see here, turned themselves in to police over that shooting. A third woman was also arrested for hiding a car involved in the fatal shooting. Link's friends say his death really hurts.
Laquan was the most caring friend you can ever have. If you need a friend, that was the best friend you can have. He was always there for you. You can never have to question his loyalty.
2 of the 3 suspects in this shooting have a court date this morning. Link's funeral will be held in Gallatin on Saturday.
A man is charged with murdering his girlfriend late last year. Chavis Rogers was arrested this week for that crime that happened in October. Tara Rich's body was found inside an Old Hickory home. An autopsy shows she died from blunt force trauma to the head. Also new this morning, a utility trailer was taken from outside a home in Smyrna, and the whole thing was caught on camera. Police are hoping that you recognize this red and silver Ford F-150. Officers say at least 2 people were in the truck when the trailer was stolen. If you have any information, call police, 615-267-5433.
And a former Walmart employee arrested after more than $100,000 disappears. According to the Daily News Journal, Loretta Lavorne was taken into custody last week. Authorities say she admitted to taking some of the money from the cash recycler machine. The 41-year-old is currently out of jail on a $50,000 bond. He ran over 2 people at a bus stop and then tried to walk away. That's what they're saying.
Yeah, and of course that's what that video was. That was that car slamming into the bus stop on Dickerson Pike. And police say this man, Brandon Mundy, hit 2 men, and one of them could lose a leg because of his injuries. Witnesses say a young boy was in Mundy's car, but that didn't stop Mundy from walking away after the crash. We're told when investigators caught up with him, he appeared under the influence and then admitted to being addicted to opioids.
What was you thinking? Why would, if you were so tired and you already know what the effects of the drugs is going to do to you, why were you behind the wheel? Why did you even attempt to drive that car? Why did you have a child in the back seat like that? Why did you leave that child?
Mundy is charged with vehicular assault and child neglect. A tragic scene in McMinn County where 3 people died in a crash between a car and a train. The THP says it happened around 5:30 last night near Calhoun and County Road 22. Investigators say the car tried to cross the tracks but didn't make it. Troopers say those victims have not yet been identified.
Well, there are people who were faced with a choice to fight or to flee, but they chose to fight.
They did, and a few local heroes were honored last night by the Nashville District Attorney, Glenn Funk. 5 people were honored at the Heroes Night event. Sparkle Johnson, who stood up to her abuser and now helps other victims of domestic violence. And James Shaw Jr., who fought the gun away from the alleged Waffle House shooter. Cheryl Baker, whose daughter DeEbony Groves was killed in the Waffle House shooting, and Metro Police officers Trent Craig and Nicholas Diamond, who attempted to save Officer Eric Mumaw as he was dragged into the Cumberland River trying to save a woman driving her car into the water. The officers tell us they're humbled to be honored, but they were just doing their jobs.
Do we really deserve that? I mean, are we heroes? I mean, I guess to some people we are, but like you said, you know, it's just another day at the office for us.
And Officer Craig there tells us he was honored to meet Shaw, who he says is a real hero. Some new video this morning from Smoky Barn News from earlier this week. A Robertson County EMT whose own dad inspired him to work in medicine was awarded a $10,000 scholarship. Kyle Wilson's scholarship was presented by WGU and will cover nearly all the costs of Wilson's Bachelor of Science degree in healthcare management. Congratulations, Kyle.